Alexia. I have MS. So I got diagnosed when I was 19, so about a month before I turned 20. And I was living in Melbourne at the time. So I just moved to Melbourne. I was starting out, trying to find my way, starting, to settle into a new job, a new home, new surroundings, all of that. And then a few, weird things started happening to me where I started to think, this isn't quite right. Got it all checked out, and that's when I got my diagnosis. So yeah, it's been quite a while now. But I was obviously quite young at the time. For some background, my mum has multiple sclerosis also, but I could pick up on a few of the signs and a few of the symptoms. My main one for me was numbness and pins and needles. So it would start in a certain part of my body. So it would start in my fingers and then it would last for a significant amount of time, over 48 hours, and then it would just completely go away. It was, still quite difficult news, to come to terms with, having just moved. I've also been fortunate enough that I've found certain treatments. I've been on 2 different medications and treatments, which have helped control the symptoms that I was having, or the fatigue that I was having, and certain things like that. At the moment, I have infusions, which I have to go into the hospital for every 4 weeks. So MS Australia, Kiss Goodbye to MS, they had arranged a trip, or an adventure through Inspired Adventures. I'd been, before this trip had come about, I had been across all of the work that they're doing, because obviously MS Australia and Kiss Goodbye to MS are raising money for research, which in turn helps create some of the treatments and medication options that I have available to me. The trip that was put together as part of the charity was to, help raise funds and then be able to travel at the same time. So as part of that, I had to do, a bit of my own charity work in the sense of raising funds, of reaching out to my network and all of those kinds of things. I've always done a fair bit of travel, mostly solo travel though, nothing like this group travel. So that was all new to me. I was a little bit nervous about that. But yeah, obviously when, the opportunity came about that it would be travel combined with, helping a charity and raising money for something that's very close to me, I was, all for it. I went to China, to Beijing, so I did the Great Wall trip with a group, which was pretty amazing. It was a lot more challenging than I had expected it to be. I like to think that I'm pretty fit, but there were some parts and some days that were quite challenging. But it was great. It was my first time that I had ever been to China, so that was a whole experience in itself. Plus then the first time I'd ever done group travel as well, which was something else entirely. And then also, trying to monitor everyday MS things, the fatigue, or, maybe not feeling 100% one day, and just trying to balance and work through all of that. It was, definitely a challenging trip, but it was so rewarding. Just took the plunge and signed up for the trip. I signed up by myself. I've been so fortunate enough to have so many treatment options available to me, and over the last 8 years I've seen things change and so many other treatment options pop up, and it just wouldn't be possible without the money and the funds that are raised to get the research underway and to trial these things and make it all happen.